Hello Hanji Kiddan, what's up people? Back with another video, and today we're reviewing Queen's Park Rangers 1, Ipswich Town 4. That was my James Alexander Gordon voice because I just discovered, RIP the legend by the way, people that know him, he's the guy that did all the scores and all the rest of it. I think you'd have to listen to it on the radio to find out how your team did, or at the end of Football Focus at 5 o'clock or whatever it was. And now, through the magic of AI, you know I love AI, and his family's permission, there's a Twitter account which does the Saturday scores in his voice, and I love it, man. It's a bit of a nostalgic type of moment for some of us that remember all that. And there's also an app called the Telescore app, just like Teletext. Remember going Teletext back in the day? You can now do the same thing from your app. I'll put those details, so the Twitter account and the app details in the description. I just thought it was great, man. All fun and games, man, and took us back to a time where Ipswich weren't so shit, right? So why not enjoy it? And yeah, man, before we get into it, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, man. We're trying to grow this channel, trying to get to as many football fans and town fans as possible. Got something special lined up in the coming weeks as well. 5-star opinions, no VAR checks needed. The Oracle is here, man. I call it as it is, and generally it goes that way. But yeah, man, subscribe, like, comment, all of that goodness. And if you want to support the channel financially, you can using the Ko-Fi link. Again, that's, well, I'll put that up here, but the details for that are in the description. Big up all the legends that do that. Without them, some of the stuff that we're doing with the kit and the software and all that just would not be possible. So big up these legends. And like I said, if you want to be a legend, you can as well by supporting on Ko-Fi. You can do it as like a little one-off thing or a monthly thing. Or you don't need to do it all, and you can just like and subscribe this video. But yeah, man, let's get to it then. So Town finally got their first win on the road. A much needed first win. Something I've said we've got to do if we're serious about getting out of this league. Home form for the most of it has been okay. Away form has been a major concern. But yesterday, Town eased those fears, and it was a solid performance. There were some questions. We'll talk about the goals and all the rest of it, and those certainly the ones we conceded. So there are some things that we need to do better, but we were putting our chances away. We were clinical, something we haven't been away from home at all this season, and something we haven't, well, to be honest, even at home, we haven't been that clinical either. So it was good to see we had the opportunities and we took them. And that if you want to go up, like I said, these are the things that have to happen. You have to win away from home. You have to obviously have a good home form. So it looks like things are clicking. So the lineup, let's start with the lineup. So the lineup, very, very happy with that lineup. I thought Taylor had like I said, he was man of the match against West Brom for me. So it was imperative that he started. And I thought that him and Matasuwa together looked well. Probably not their best game yesterday, but again, away from home, no one really turns up. So not a lot to say there. Happy that Big said he kept his place as well. Like I said, him and O'Shea, I think, solid defensive partnership. Although kind of turned statue to concede their goal, but I think that's just an Ipswich thing or whatever rather than an individual thing. Agueli getting more and more starts, so he's kind of working his way back to, well, not back to, but showing that he can consistently start away from home as well. Jaden, we know, top player. And in the number 10, that was the question because obviously Schmodix is out for a period of time. Akpom had a knock or whatever, but Nunes did well against West Brom, so he'd kind of thought, from a fan, I'd have put him straight in, and that's exactly what McKenna did. So very strong lineup. We know Azon was, I think he's injured or something, so he might be back for Watford, if not Swansea. But solid lineup, and I was happy with that, and I was looking forward to it, thinking this team, if they turn up, will definitely take 3 points. In terms of score predictions, well, we all went for a win, didn't we? So I put them all up here. But I don't think anyone would have thought 4-1 or whatever. So I think we've got a 3-1 there somewhere, but I don't think anyone went for 4-1. So I need to start pulling up that prediction table, man. I'll do that in the next video, maybe for Swansea or something, or in the midweek or whatever. But I mean, I'm top of that prediction table. That's what I'm pretty sure on. But yeah, we were all predicting a win. Happy with that. And in the game, what a start. Quick start. Something we haven't done often enough. And Agueli down that wing, good balling. And Hursty, man, who's had a lot of criticism in the recent weeks, maybe month or so. ever since that bread and butter comment, and then I think after the Borough miss, the penalty miss, I think he's had a little bit of pressure on him. Well, more than a little bit of pressure on him. So it was good after a minute or so. Ball comes in. Hursty does what Hursty does. Bread and butter type of thing. Head it into the back of the net. We haven't seen too many of that. I mean, we'd seen a lot of headers in our promotion season. We don't seem to get the ball in and score headers a lot, so that was good to see. But then the equaliser, and this is a concern that we mustn't let the score paper over this. We've got to make sure that we address it. So the ball comes in, and again, with statues. You know, I've talked about it before. Our defence becomes the Ipswich Museum, becomes statues. The lad has a shot. I think it's Cher who has the shot. Really good shot, and really good save from Walton. Now, you could be critical on Christian Walton and say, look, he should be palming that wide or away. I think the first focus on any goalkeeper is to stop the shot. That's what he's done. You have a defence in front of you. Now, their lad reacts a lot quicker than our 3 or 4 defenders that were there. I think it's 3. I don't think Furlong's really in the picture. But the 3 there, certainly Leaf, O'Shea, Capre, the 3 of them, they're statues. And they spend more time focusing on, is the guy offside or whatever. Again, play to the whistle, stop being a statue. We could have stopped that. We could have prevented it. So it's 1-1, and you're thinking, oh shit, here we go again, right? We've done that, and I was talking to a few lads via WhatsApp over half time or whatever, and it was like, look, we look like mid-table fodder, this, that, and the other. But I'm saying, look, just keep the faith. Yes, we haven't been great. We haven't clicked, but we have enough quality there, yeah, that we can maybe get another goal. And I was thinking, look, we'll nick a 2-1 win or 3-1 win or something there. So then second half, we come out and got a bit of fortune, right? Because that free kick that Nunes then takes, the foul, for me, if that was against Ipswich, I'd be very annoyed. I think it was a very soft free kick. Nonetheless, it's given. So you're thinking, okay, maybe something will happen here. Oh, what a free kick that was. Like, boom. Keeper's obviously watching the wall. He's on the right side. So it's gone on the side where the keeper is, and the keeper still can't reach it. You're talking about inch-perfect precision shot. That's what Marcelino Nunes has. Great goal, great free kick, sends the town fans crazy, buzzing in that upper tier. Especially, if you've been to Loftus Road, you know how tight and compact it can be. So hopefully there wasn't too many injuries, but knowing town fans as I do, limbs is limbs, man. So there's going to be a lot of sore bodies, joints, arms, whatever, and heads this morning. But 2-1 up, you're thinking, yep, brilliant, cool. QPR still playing into the game, and it's not a comfortable 2-1. And they always say, 2-1 or 2-0, probably one of the worst score lines in football. You desperately need that next goal. And you always feel whoever scores that next goal, momentum shifts with them. So if QPR had made it 2-2, they could have maybe gotten 3-2 and so forth from there. I mean, the good thing is we scored early in this game. So like I said before, we haven't come from behind. I don't think we have the mentality to do that. So we have to score first in each game. So when they did equalise, they were just pegging us back. They weren't taking the lead from us. So it was now, okay, cool, win goal. Nunes gets the goal, 2-1. Now you're thinking, okay, let's play a bit more and we can find that that third goal and kill this game off or whatever. And it's Agueli. Agueli takes the game by the scruff of the horns. Probably, and we'll get on to play range, but probably one of his best games in the town shirt. He was getting on that right wing, and again, he was causing problems. So he got the assist for Hurst's first goal. And then it's Furlong, man, the right back that we love. Furlong, throw it long, Mr. Friend of Mark Darcy, gets down right to the touchline, lifts the ball, hangs it up at the back post, and Hursty says, cheers, mate, bundles it in with the header, kind of dashed the QPR defender away. And it's 3-1, and we're buzzing. Genuinely feel now that first away win, points are on the board. And to seal it off, we get another free kick. And Marcelino Nunes says, I can do this again. And the keeper says, all right, mate, you try. I've got this post covered, mate. I'm going to stand on this post. What are you going to do? He says, all right, I'll go the other side. And okay, it takes a bit of a deflection, but, quality free kick. 4-1. Town get their first away win of the season, up and running, and now it's something that we can build on. It was good at the end of the game. Obviously, we're getting used to these fist pumps. I think we've come accustomed that Nunes will be the fist pump guy, right? So Harry Clark, I don't even know if Harry Clark would travelled or whatever. He's probably going to go out in January or whatever, surplus to requirements, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that fist pump now is for Marcelino Nunez. And yeah, anytime we get a win, I expect to see Nunez doing that fist pump. So we love that. Fans love it. Great day out for everyone that went down there. Obviously, you know me. I don't like London away days. I've done QPR many times. Thought this time, look, I had to go see Big Axe. Talk to Axel about a few things. Big up Axe and the team up there and his fam. But obviously, I was not going to miss watching Ipswich play anyway. You know, I went out to Thailand, I was watching Ipswich game. You think I ain't going to go to Burnley and watch an Ipswich game? Like, come on, man. So in terms of play ratings, then you know how we do. We're going to do the top three. And for me, let's go straight into it. Third, I've got to give it to Sindre Egli. I thought one of his best games, if not his best game in a Town shirt. You know, really likes to get at defenders and put them on the back foot. Has an amazing range of passing. And really good to see him get an assist. I think the next thing for him is he'll get a goal. But yeah, one of, if not the best performance for him in a Town shirt. More to come for this young man. And, you know, he is now looking every part of that wonder kid that we thought we were signing or whatever. So, yeah, big performance for him. And number two, it may surprise some people, but we're going to do it in Punjabi. Oh, tera said, Nunez, es. Tera said, it means your head, basically, yeah. He's in your head. It's Marcelino Nunez. If we'd have scored one more goal as a team, we'd have had as many tennis balls as there had been at Norwich's protest or whatever. That's a club in the mud. We ain't bothered about that. But yeah, Nunez took his chance really well. Obviously, the free kicks, great goals. But I thought just generally that link-up play in the 10, he does really smart. You know, he's got a really good range of passing. We've seen that in cameos when he's come off the bench. And having him further up the field to then link in your wingers and your striker and then pick the ball up from your midfielders, I think he was able to influence the game a lot more. So, yeah, quality from Nunez. And, yeah, for me, he's up there for man of the match. But man of the match for me, purely because of all the critics he's had, and I've probably been one of them, but it's got to be our number 9, Mr. Gorgeous George Hurst. Like I said, he's had to deal with the shit. He's missed a couple of opportunities. West Brom, he misses a chance, obviously, last week. Borough obviously missed the penalty. You know, ever since that bread and butter comment, it kind of come to bite him in the bum a little. But he said, nah, we'll do this. And, you know, our two open... That's actually what was interesting as well. The two goals Hurst scored, obviously open play. Normally, our left wing is that strong wing. You know, Jaden and Leaf, forget about it. Like, it's a long afternoon for right backs and right wingers on the opposite team. But our two open play goals come down the right. One from our right winger, Mr. Wally Egley, and one from the right back, Mr. Darnell Furlong. So that was good to see that we're getting a bit more balance as well. So you can have the block on the left, but you got to block the right as well. So it's really good to see George Hurst get the goals. Obviously 2 for him. He's firing. Hopefully he can carry that form into Tuesday and Saturday and all the rest of it. And look, Town fans, man, I keep saying it. We forget. For me, George Hurst has given me one of the best memories as an Ipswich Town fan, or best feeling. That feeling of Barnsley away in the League One promotion season, when he took that, I can't remember, was it Fridge or Davis who lumped it forward? And then he just, was it even Burgess? I can't remember who lumped it forward. He did a Didier Drogba-esque goal is what I call it. He just bullied the Barnsley defender and then scored. We saw lots of that in League One. We saw goals like that in the Championship. Hell, we even saw him score some goals in the Premier League. A player doesn't become shit overnight. So it's important we back the player and, you know, we support him. He can't help that the recruitment hasn't been as fans would have hoped. But, you know, you've got Hurst as our starter, Azon as the backup. If these guys are finding form, then I don't think we have anything to worry about. But yeah, for me, man of the match is Gorgeous George Hurst. But yeah, man, like I said, that's my match review of the game. Obviously, I wasn't at the game. I'm not going to be at the game on Tuesday either, but we're going to do a watch along for that. So make sure you come and join along. Come and join on in the chat as well. You do have to be subscribed if you want to chat, so make sure you click that subscribe button. And speaking of that, we're trying to grow the channel. If you've got this far and you reviewed all this and you like what you heard, if you don't like what you heard, man, click subscribe, smash the like button, and, you know, turn the notifications on. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Help grow this channel, man. We're getting there slowly but surely. Love all the engagement that you guys have with it. And yeah, man, pop back on Tuesday as we'll have the live watch along, and then I'll be back on Saturday at the Swansea game. So I'll be down at Swansea Stadium. Is that what it's called now? I can't remember what it's called now. But yeah, we'll be back down there. And yeah, man, big up all you legends. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that goodness. And I'll catch you at the next one. See you later, peeps.